Hey guys, Jaws Shark Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Voyager class Rise of the Beast Cheetor. So, here he is in his cheetah mode, and oh man, this is quite big, because this is the first review of, well, many upcoming reviews for the Transformers Studio Series Rise of the Beast stuff. So, yeah. Now, of course, I currently only have this guy in RC, but of course, you guys will be getting the other stuff, since those two look really good. Like Battletrap, Scourge, Bumblebee, Air-Razor, and whatnot, Freezer, and Mirage, who was revealed. They all look pretty good, like so far at least. But this is the first of my many Rise of the Beast Studio Series reviews. Not my first Rise of the Beast review, because I did back in November the Optimus Prime Smash Changer. That, at first it was released under Cyberverse, but it's going to be re-released in Rise of the Beast, and that's what it was basically produced for before the movie got delayed. But anyways, here's Cheetor, and looking really nice. But starting off, let's take a look at his packaging. So here it is right here, and of course you got a pretty angry looking cheetah right here. He's like, but nonetheless, I really like the design, because it's like a robotic cheetah. It's better than that like Cheetor concept art that they had like a couple of years ago. That looked really bad. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just search up. I think it's like Transform, just like Baver's Cheetor design. Maybe you can search up. I forgot. Oh man, of course, Maximum Cheetor there. Steel Series 98. Of course, we know the 100th one is Bumblebee from Rise of the Beast. And of course, up there, Transformers Rise of the Beast. Man, this feels illegal. Just the fact that I'm owning figures from Rise of the Beast. This is just weird. And of course, on the side here, you get a pretty angry looking cheetah. He's like, Here's got Voyager class. On this side, you get his robot art looking very nice. And of course, they still have Autobot. You get some new factions in this movie, and yet they're still using the Autobot logo. It's like, come on. Oh well. And then of course, big screen inspired. Peruvian jungle discovery. Backdrop. And his big inspired product shots. Now for some reason they use like a real dark, it looks kind of a dark gold, sort of, I don't know. And there's 24 steps. Cheetor and the Maximals team up with the Autobots to protect the Transwarp key. So that's the main thing for this movie, eh? Finally, they bring up that there's a Transwarp key. And then here he is with the backdrop, which we will take a look at soon. And that's pretty much it for this guy's packaging. So let's get right back into good old Cheetor himself, or Cheetus in Japan. Yes, that's his Japanese name, Cheetus. Yeah. But anyways, before we digress or anything, let's take a look at Cheetor up close. So, looking real nice here. Now, of course, according to that box artwork, he had like reddish, orangish eyes, and here he's got green. But, I'm perfectly fine with it, though. It kind of breaks up the colors a bit. And of course, got his little pair of spots on the top of his head and top of his body there. And of course, I got the robot mode chest there that also has it. Of course, we got the front of the arms here too. And looking real nice. I do like the kind of mechanical looking tape here, or tape. What am I saying? Tail, not tape. Where do I even get tape from? Okay. But his mechanical looking tail. And looking real cool. This is like what I hope that the beasts in, Rise of the Beast would look like, just robotic beasts. That's it. Like, not beast machines, obviously, but, they actually look like they're animals, somewhat robotic, but still look natural. Like, it's way better than those concept art images that were shown. And I do like the toes, too. They're sort of, if you can kind of tell, they're sort of like regular claws, but they're kind of a bit of a mechanical thing. Like, that's like the whole theme here. I think that's pretty nice. There you guys. Paw there, and then you got his back ones. This is where you can really notice. I mean, maybe probably Probably because it's all gray, but, you know, again, pretty cool. That's all our show off, but yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, not a lot of paint around here, but, you know, still looking really nice. So, yeah. So anyways, now for this guy's alt mode articulation. His head does actually move up and down, although that's because of his transformation. So it's kind of nice to get a little movement. Of course, his jaw opens up that far, so it looks like he stepped on a Lego brick or something. He's like, ah! But yeah, and then he has his regular legs right here, or his front legs. His arms in the robot mode, as you can tell by the hands right here. And yeah, I do like the paint that they put in right here. Do quite like it. And yeah, of course you got the feet there. Oh, wait, why am I digressing? I literally thought this was just the details again. I was like, alright, articulation, and then now I'm showing off. So, okay, anyways, so his arms do move back and forth, and then they do swivel, bend here, and then, of course, you know, his claws here do move, and you also got the wrist swivel, at least in the robot mode. And then for his hind legs, if you lift this up at least, you can move his legs back all the way. But in order to keep this down, you can't really move them that much because, you know, you get this little panel here that goes in this panel. So it collides and then brings us up. So yeah. And this claims to tab in, and there's a tab in the hole, but it's not, yeah, it's not really going in. I mean, it goes in, but it's not, it doesn't stay in there. So that's one complaint I do have. It's, yeah. And then he does have feet movement right here. And, of course, movement right here. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Not a lot for the hind legs, but some decent articulation for the front legs, of course, you know, since those are the arms in the row mode. But, yeah, oh, no, so his tail does move up and down that far up. And then only that far down. And then it goes up because, you know, that's where it's, you know, it has to do that for the robot mode. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for articulation. Not bad, not great, but, hey, it's good enough for me. So, that's all that matters. So, yeah, now for his accessories, well, you know, it comes with one, well, technically two. It's this, like, kind of spear-ish sort of thing. It's like, it's kind of what this is. It's kind of big-ish, I don't know. But these actually aren't symmetrical, so this side right here is actually slightly smaller than this side. So I do quite like that. It's a bit, you know, different. It's not all, you know, the same, so it's all confusing. Nope. Two different pieces, and they do split. I'll show off in a bit. Here's the other side. Kind of has like a bit of a dark silver paint here. This side is a bit lighter, but yeah, there's that. Really cool. But yeah, so in order to store in the alt mode here, we can obviously, first of all, on top he does have two slots up there, and they stick out like a sore thumb. And what you want to do is you want to split these apart, and there's, I believe these do come assembled apart. Yeah, they come in that tissue paper bag thing. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, there's a tab right up here, and there's a tab right here, and then yeah, you can store obviously in these slots his weapon, but it. I do warn though, it does look pretty dumb. That's pretty much the warning. It just looks really dumb. So, dumb alert. So once you got that on there you have Cheetor all speared up, and yeah, this is probably the most ridiculous sort of alt mode storage I've seen in like a long time. Just no. I don't recommend it unless hey, if you want to keep it attached to the figure while, you know, in this mode, then, you know, that the choice is yours. But I'm definitely, after this review, I'm never really going to store that there again unless I just randomly do it for no reason. But yeah, so we'll just put these back together, and yeah, so that's pretty much it there for the alt mode. So let's get right down into the size comparisons. So for the comparisons, here he is with the Kingdom Cheetor. So, yeah, of course, this guy's a Voyager, and then this guy's a Deluxe. You can definitely see, you know, this guy is bigger, but yeah. And, you know, when he was first announced as Voyager, I'm like, come on, but actually, you know, considering his size, he's worth the price. So, yeah, there's that. I do actually quite like this one a bit more, because, you know, this one looks a little skinny. I don't know, has a bit more to it, if you know what I mean. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the comparisons there. Not really much, because, you know, I don't really have any other Cheetors. I have this one, the Kingdom one, and I do have the mold, but it says Tigertron from the original Beast Wars toy line. So yeah, but anyways, that's pretty much it for the Cheetah mode. So let's get right down into the transformation. So starting off, what we want to do is you want to bring this side panel on the front, on the forearm here. It's in the back, but then you can move it to the side there. And then rotate here at the wrist, and then bring down the claws. And do the same thing here. And then next, you just want to tap the arms here. And then after that, we're going to show this off. Yeah, pushing the throat right here. Feels a little weird to say that. Never thought I'd be saying that, especially on this channel. But there you go. You pushing his throat. And yeah, so then after that, you just want to bring up this back tail piece. And then what you want to do here is straighten out the legs. Flip down the toes right here. And then untab what will become the shin in the robot mode, and then just bring this down, and then I'll squeeze together there. You want to tab this also here, and then bring that down, and there you go. So then once you got that, then just rotate around there at the middle leg area, around the knees, a little above it. And yeah, so then once you got that, let's bring up the camera here. Okay, so then what you want to do next is then bring down the arms, kind of swivel them down. And there we go. I click down. And then next, rotate here at the bicep. And now you got the arms, so then finally what you want to do is bring down the front of the chest. And then flip back the back section. And then bring in the cheetah head. And then close this up. And then bring out the robot head. And then close that chest up, or that side of it. And oh, one more thing, then you want to bring up the tail all the way, and then there you go. So once you got all those steps done, there you guys have Cheetor in his robot mode right here. And yeah, I gotta say, this is probably Cheetor's coolest design, I'd say, because for one, this actually might be my favorite Cheetor robot design. Or I mean, I don't know. I don't really know yet. I gotta see, you know, in the movie and stuff, like actually in action. And, like, all we got of the robot mode is, well, in the teaser, you could kind of see it, but very small. But, or of course, there's this figure, and then there's the box artwork, but that's pretty much it. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to see this more in action. But I think this is the coolest. I'd say this is Cheetor's coolest design. I'm not sure if it's his best, but it's definitely his coolest, because, I mean, look at it. Look at it right here. But yeah, so anyways, let's take a look at the head sculpt and other details. So yeah, so here's the head. Really nice. He's got green eyes, similar to his cheetah head. And yeah, and he's got a mouth plate this time, so that's a first for Cheetor. And yeah, but I do like how he still does have his cheetah spots. Now, compared to other Cheetors in the past, this guy's color scheme is pretty dull, but, you know, I kind of dig it, though, because, you know, it still has that bronzish kind of copper look to it, but, you know, it just, you know, it still feels like Cheetor, just different, though. It kind of fits in. I don't know. I still do quite like it, though. It's just, again, that's why I'd say it's the coolest Cheetor design. And I do like how he still has, like, little points up here, just, like, very low, so it's kind of slight winking nod to, you know, his original design in Season 1 of Beast Wars. And then, of course, in the center there, they remember to put in his maximal insignia, so that's nice. And then I do like what they did for the abdomen. It's like, it looks like the paint's chipping off, but it's not. And they did that right here too. It looks like it's coming off, but it's kind of a little bit of a rust design, or sort of like a paint deco. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you can see right there. And then, you know, you got gunmetal gray here for right here around the rib cages on the outside. And then, you know, you got the cheetah spots here, and then nothing here for the lower legs, I guess, except for the knees being painted. And on the back, pretty clean, besides the tail, but even that, it fits in pretty well. Really like it. Really, really do. Nice and clean and everything. So, yeah. Now, anyways, for his articulation, head is on the ball joint, so it can move side to side. Can look up that far, down that far. And then the shoulders do move outwards as far. If you bring this up, they can kind of get movement up to here, but you know, because of how this all works, you can also bring it up all the way here. He does have bicep swivel, bend at the elbow, and then wrist swivel, and then he does have a waist swivel. Legs can kick up this far, and then back that far, and then out that far, and then he doesn't have thigh swivel, but he does have a swivel here just above the knee. And speaking of the knee, you can bend about 90 degrees right there. And ankles do pivot and move slightly back and forth, just slightly, but yeah. Oh, and his toes do move up and down, thanks to the transformation. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the articulation of this guy. You know, not the best, but it's still pretty nice. Like, especially if you pose around with him, he's a lot of fun. So, yeah, really nice. So, yeah. Anyways, again, for his accessories, again, he does come with the spear thing. Now, of course, the only way for him to put it in his hand is you have to do the old-fashioned split in half and then bring this half up right here. And then you gotta bring this here. And you actually have to align it properly because of how this is designed. As you can see, there's this little post on here, has this, like, rip here. It's like, it's a circle, but then there's like a line that cuts right here. And you can even see that it's a lot easier to see it right here. So you have to make sure it's kind of lined in there properly. So that's the only way, you know, I can tab in. I mean, the best way to know is, you know, if one of the tabs is up on the top and the other isn't, like that. That's how you can tell. But anyways, let's get back into this. So you guys want to split this apart. And then give them one half at the bottom, or you could also do the top if you so desired. And you got this half right here, and squeeze those together, and then there you go. So it will stay in his hand. So there he is with his spear weapon thing. I will say though, he, like, with this design, it looks really cool. It kind of reminds me of like the knights in the Last Knight, you know, like the, was it Skullbane or something, or I forgot. Skullatron, that's it. But yeah, there's Skullatron and a couple others. It kind of reminds me of that, but just Cheetorified, sort of. It's like a mixture of Cheetors, like a basic Cheetor design, and one of those, you know, Dragon Knights in the Last Knight, kind of, you know, nice little mixture there. So there he is with that, looking really sweet. So yeah, now anyways, for the robot mode comparisons, here he is with the Kingdom Cheetor right here. And yeah, you could definitely see he's big. Like, you could definitely tell Deluxe Voyager. So I'm glad that, you know, he's that size, like the Voyager size, because I was like, oh, he's just gonna be Deluxe, like that's slightly bigger, more accessories. Nope, he's a Voyager, right? So I'm glad, you know, Hasbro definitely, you know, promised us that's a Voyager instead of, you know, making us blow $10 extra. So yeah. And here they are together, and yeah. And, you know, I respect both designs, because they both have something different, but they still, you could still tell who it is. I mean, especially since this guy's, you know, got all the cheetah spots there. So, yeah. Honestly, I think his spots are more accurate than this, because this kind of looks more just spots, but these more like cheetah spots. So they're really going for the realistic thing here. I mean, this is a live-action movie, so not too surprising. But, yeah, so there you guys have the robot mode comparisons. And lastly, here is his backdrop. So, yeah, we get a kind of first look at a backdrop from Rise of the Beast. So, the box describes it as the Peruvian jungle discovery. Now, this appears to be like, it might, like, it's not the same, but it looks pretty similar to the jungle that Optimus met Primal in the teaser trailer that came out a few months ago. So it's most likely the same jungle, because, you know, we only see one jungle throughout that, you know, the teaser. Again, once the movie comes out, we'll know a bit more, but it's most likely the same one. But yeah, anyways, there's 98, Transformers Rise of the Beast, got that logo, Transformers, and then you got the backdrop here. So you just insert Cheetor right in there. And yeah, pretty ridiculous, but hey, there that is. He's just kind of standing out there. Again, so, you know, as with the packaging, I don't keep the backdrops, so it's not really that much. But hey, there's that. But yeah. So there you guys have my review for the Transformers Studio Series Voyager class Rise of the Beast Cheetor. And yeah, he's a very nice surprise, because I thought it's like, okay, well, this is going to be, you know, obviously Voyager price, as, you know, Hasbro showed, you know, he's Voyager, but he's really just probably going to be a few inches taller than, you know, your normal deluxe, and he may have a bit more going on, even though, you know, the only accessory that they showed off was, you know, the spear that you're seeing right now. And yeah, so that's like, okay, well, this will just be an RA figure. No, this guy blew me away. He's actually pretty nice, like, pretty nice. I mean, not that he doesn't have his flaws, because I will say, what's the flaw? Like, he doesn't really have that much paint on the lower half of his legs. It would be nice if he had maybe some more cheetah spots, especially since, you know, those back parts are seen in the alt mode, so, yeah, maybe budget reasons, I don't know, but, what else? Well, first of all, I hope this ain't gold plastic, because it looks like it would be, because if it is, great, but, oh well, it's probably not likely, though, since there has been an issue with that in a long time. But, yeah, besides that, though, he's pretty good figure, so, yeah, maybe a bit more posability in the alt mode, I don't know. But yeah, overall, really good figure, so highly recommend it, especially if you're excited to see Rise of the Beast this summer. So yeah, but anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So anyways, guys, as always, till all are one.